Okay, this is my gluten-free bread recipe that I have been working on for a few weeks now. This recipe has been tweaked and changed multiple times by myself, and some of the things you're going to see in the video are going to be different than the recipe that you hear me telling you now, and they'll be different than the recipe that is listed below in the description box. If you want to make this, you're welcome to check out that recipe and let me know if it turns out well for you. To start this bread recipe, I'm going to first raise the yeast. I do that by putting 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast into 1 cup of warm water with 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I found that the brown sugar has a better flavor than the white granulated sugar, which is why I changed that out and made that different than what you'll see in the video. Next, I'm going to prepare my xanthan gum and olive oil, and I'll mix 1 tablespoon of xanthan gum into half a cup of olive oil. Make sure you mix out all of the clumps so that it is a nice smooth mixture. And then you're going to start mixing the rest of your dry ingredients. You're going to sift together 2 cups of gluten-free all-purpose flour and then 1 cup of tapioca starch. The tapioca starch gives your bread a nice springy feel that you would get in like wheat bread. Next, you're going to add to that 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And then it's time to put all of our wet ingredients back in. With those dry ingredients, you're going to put the yeast mixture and the oil and xanthan gum mixture into the flour mixture. You're also going to add in 2 eggs and 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. I mix this with a spatula to start off. However, I do need this for about 2 minutes once I'm done mixing with the spatula. It is a very sticky dough recipe, so if you want, you can add a little flour while you're kneading, or just knead it sticky and that'll be fine. It turned out good either way. It's a little more dense if you add flour versus if you just knead it with a sticky dough. Once you're done kneading your dough, you're going to form it into a dough ball or into a bread pan. I've baked this both as a dough ball and in a bread pan as a regular loaf. It turned out good both times. Just make sure that you spray or line whatever pan you're using so that you don't have your bread sticking once it's all done baking. Next, you're going to let the dough prove for an hour, and then it's going to bake at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for about 60 minutes, covered. Once it's done baking for 60 minutes covered, you're going to uncover it and let it bake for 5 to 10 more minutes, just depending on how dark you want your crust to be. And yeah, that is it. This is a great recipe. It's one of the best that I've tried so far. And I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for watching. Bye.